How you doing, guys? This is Louis from Waves in East Norfolk, New York. We just finished another car with an IGLA PINCODE system, and we'll demonstrate how the system operates. This happens to be a 2022 M340. This particular car also has a remote start feature, which obviously the customer does not lose the ability to use the remote start. And we'll demonstrate how the system operates. On this particular car, we are allowing the vehicle to start. Once we install IGLA, we do have this feature, which basically IGLA supplies for this vehicle is kill by year. So if the year gets moved while the car is started, the engine will stall right on the spot, and I will demonstrate. Car is running. In theory, it can be driven. I have a working key right here, and we're just gonna put the key, I don't know, we're just gonna put it right there for now, and I'll attempt to drive away without putting my pin code. And let's see, move the shifter. Engine dies right on the spot because IGLA kill by year will prevent this car from being driven until you put your pin code in it. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna start the car again. Only difference, this time we will enter our pin code, which happens to be a temporary code, and the owner, once he takes ownership, once he takes the vehicle, he's gonna be able to program his own code. We're gonna wait for the indicators. At this point, we can actually drive the car, and we can put it on reverse, drive, and IGLA will basically be turned off once you put your pin code in it. If you do not know your pin code, you're not going to be able to pretty much drive the vehicle. We're going to turn this car off. IGLA self-arms itself, so there's really nothing that the end user needs to do other than just turn the car obviously off. IGLA arms itself. We'll start this vehicle again. If you attempt to drive the car away without putting the pin code, engine shuts down. Very, very simple. So we're just going to demonstrate another feature of this vehicle. What happens is the customer still has the ability to use their remote start, and he does not lose that feature. And I will demonstrate how that operates because this particular car happens to have a remote start feature. So let's demonstrate that the customer can still use their remote start while IGLA still maintains the car fully secure. Let's see, I believe it's 3 times on this car. That's it. It will remote start the vehicle. Now the car is running. So if anybody happens to even get a hold of the key and they remote start the vehicle or relay attack the key for that matter, you still cannot drive away because IGLA will still require you to put your pin code. Even if there is remote start, there's actually a sequence that you need to do. The car will tell you that it's remote started. You need to basically put your foot on the brake and push the button 1 time. That's how you do your takeover on this particular car. Again, IGLA still monitoring this vehicle because it needs your code to be able to be driven. Even though I have a working key and I remote start it, so the customer will still have the ability to use the remote start. I'll pretend to drive away. There it is. Car cannot be driven because I did not put my pin code. So IGLA will always protect this vehicle, whether it's remote started or for that matter, even if you have a working key, you cannot drive this vehicle until you get authorized, and the customer will be able to program their own unique code, which could be a combination of buttons throughout the vehicle. And he can change it as many times as he wants. So if he wants to change it to different buttons, he can do that. There's really no limitations. Anywhere from 3 to 20 pushes of button combinations, only known to the owner of the vehicle. If you need one for your vehicle, just give us a call. Waves Automobile Sand and Security. We are located in East Norfolk, New York. Our phone number is 631-368-8853. Thanks for watching, guys.